ShaBat ShaLaWam to my ShaBat. You wake up and you realize, man, maybe all that stuff we've been talking about all this time, maybe it's not history. Maybe it's reality. Maybe we are redefining, relaying those bricks, reestablishing the foundation. Because prophecy can be history, man. And I don't care what book you're talking about. Even your ancestors said we're going to return. You know what I'm saying? So don't make it spooky, my Naga. Be in good health. Be in good, we say ruach. Ruach. Spirit, energy, frequency. Enjoy the wave, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to put the Most High over everything. MHOE. Maybe there is a code to unlocking, your full potential. And it has nothing to do with, just what some books say. It has to do with common sense to tap in. Tap in, tap in. You in the streets, you in a certain area, certain environment. You might need some real ones to tap in with, Just to let them know, like, look, I appreciate, you giving me some good energy here, man. So we tap in with HaWah, with the Creator, put the Most High first, MHOE, love the Five Eyes Mom, man. You tap in, my Naga, that's the right thing to do. This earth plane, this realm, this firmament, this wall of protection, even the boundaries are really there to protect you, And, everything HaWah put for us, with due time, kind of like a video game, you got to level up. One day we'll be able to, all that flat drop we talking, man, visit these, worlds beyond the poles, man, But right now you got to conquer your world. Your world's very special. Your world is very particular, man. You were put here for a reason, And before that, outside of you, you got to conquer what's inside of you, man. Like Sylvanus Totex is saying, the teachings of Sylvanus in the Naga Hammadi. You got to get the robbers out your gates, out your head bone. You got to get the evil wild beast out of your head. Your thoughts, form, frame, shape. Everything that comes out of your mouth starts with a thought. 432 started with a thought. MHOE started with a thought. But we can't have them thoughts. We got these other thoughts, And when you're out of code, the covetousness, it creates interference patterns, it creates evil wild beasts. The covetousness, I want what he got, I want what she got, I want what they got. How come I can't do this like them? And all the covetous heart, despising each other because, we got different gifts. My Naga, we from HaWah. We are gifted. We are talented. We got these gifts. Don't be jealous of each other's gifts, man. That's like being jealous of the Creator. Man, look at each other, man, with awe. Be inspired by each other. Build with each other. That's how you are showing Ahab. No covetous towards HaWah. You covetous towards HaWah's children. You covetous towards the Creator, man. How come I don't look like that? How come I don't have that? Whatever. No, come on, man. My Naga, we gotta stick together, man. Right now, it's real in the field. This ain't no test run, man. This is our mark we making. It's that frog in the pot, them turning the temp up, real slow on the Nagas, and we ahead of it because, at least we are not, restrained in our thought. We're getting the evil wild beast out of our head bones. You get them wild beasts out of your head, a Naga, then now you can have a pure water thought, leads to a pure water action, man. Frequency, A lot of us waking up and we realize, all right, cool. I didn't just get dropped off here in no slave ship. There wasn't no time for me to be no damn slave. I've been fighting Indian wars the whole damn time. Texas Indian War, Chickamauga, Seminole, Creek Wars. We've been fighting throughout the 1700s, 1800s. My Naga, when were you put in some, slavery that you didn't fight back? I don't call that being a slave. You know what I call that? Better yet, you know what they call it? A prisoner of war. Love to my bro, let us find the truth, man. Coldest drop of all time. Coldest drop of all time, my bro. We prisoners of war, man. We ain't homeborn slave. Children of the Creator. You ain't no homeborn slave. Doing, playing second fiddle for these jabronis, man. You the head, not the tail, but you gotta put the Most High over everything. It's not Christian, it's not Muslim, it's not none of that. It's connecting to your source and not putting no jabroni, no other powers where your power belongs to be. You an indigenous person, you say, hey, I got these tribes in my family. Grandma always told me I got a little Blackfoot, I got a little Shoshone, I got a little Choctaw, Cherokee, all that, right? That's cool. So you realize this is your land, right? You realize all them stories about everything originating somewhere else. But now you in motherland territory, because this land connects to more lands, ancient lands beyond the poles. That's why everybody covets this place. Everybody seeks America, right? They seek the gold. They seek the secrets. They're seeking the secrets, man. So when you realize, okay, I'm indigenous, I'm an Indian, all these other things, you gotta immediately start seeking your great spirit. But even more specific, you gotta seek the code of your great spirit. They took that code and turned it into a religion, except they don't keep it in the religion. Because rule number one, don't put no power before your power. Put the Most High over everything, man. What the Most High say? If you put the Most High over everything, then you're listening and you're doing what HaWah's asking us to do, telling us to do, commanding us to do, my Naga. You know what I'm saying? That's a simple thing. You got parents, they say, look, man, we're going to go on a little mama daddy date. When we gone, grandma going to watch you. Are you going to study, your vocabulary words? You're going to, do a little constructive time. Y'all do some drawing and, play with those arts and crafts. We'll be right back. Now, if you come back, they've done none of that. They just been playing video games and, fighting and tearing up the house and acting crazy. But you just bought them all kind of goodies. You got all kind of snacks. You got all kind of, man, you stopped it. Went to the dollar store. You picked them up some toys. They're happy about it. But you can't give them this stuff. You can't give them what you intend to give them, man. They out of code. They out of pocket. We out of pocket with HaWah. You don't ask where's HaWah, where's the Creator? How come you ain't getting no help? You out of pocket. You either got so religious that you're depending on other entities to save you. HaWah says in Isaiah 43, only I am your Savior. David in Psalms 18, he's praying for the Creator because he got all these enemies encompassing his camp. He's like, man, I need you. HaWah hears David. Comes down with smoke out of his nose, fire out of his mouth, directly. The Creator. Smoke out of his nose and fire out of his mouth. Flying on the wings of the wind. Hey, man. Sound like dragon talk, but we'll get there. Baby steps, man. The dragon is the frequencies, the elements. It's the fire, the water, the ether, right? That air, that ether, the earth, the elements. That's you, man. That's you, man. You can't be no Indian and be out of code, man, and say, oh, my ancestors passed down the righteous code, so I could ignore whatever's in that book over there. Well, they took you and put you in that book. And then they reversed you, and then they gave you a brand new hero, you know what I'm saying? And now you calling on, something else, right? So you are that book, man. Those are your ancestors. But instead of them telling you Israel don't matter no more, the tribes don't matter, the tribe is all that matters. The Creator is tribal. This ain't no we the world situation, my Naga. The Creator has a tribe. That tribe was given a code to keep. When we listen to that code, the whole world is in order. When we out of code, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap, man. So don't be no Naga knowing that you in Nagaville, that America is your ancient world. And love to all of the earth, my Naga. But when they started looking for the fountain of youth in the Garden of Eden, and when Columbus brought Louis Torres, the Hebrew interpreter, to communicate with the Khans in this country, and they're looking for the Prester, and they all been looking in Ethiopia but never found him because they know he's a so-called nigger. And they started the Crusades looking for Prester John. Portuguese got a monument for 500 years, 1145 to 1645, looking for one man, right, who has the fountain of youth. Then they start looking for the fountain of youth in Florida for the last 500 years in America. But before that, they're looking everywhere else. But then they find you and start looking for the fountain of youth, Garden of Eden, cities of gold. Esteban's popping off. Mendoza's popping off. Marco de Niza is popping off. Coronado is popping off. Man, we're talking Priest King, man. This is an investigation that is a righteous one. You know, to put these pieces of the puzzle, something that you don't learn in school, but it's so true. And there's an actual black man that started the entire European Crusades. But this is King David, and your timelines got distorted. They got pushed back 1,800 years. You're looking for King David in the BCs. Scaliger and Petavius pushed you back with 3 major chronological time shifts. Love to Anatoly Fedomenko, the Russian chronographer. 333 years, 1,054 years, and 1,778 years, my Naga. That's 1,800 years of your story that they shifted back into the BCs. So I sound crazy saying Moses is really popping off like, what, 1100s? King David's popping off like 1200s. The letter Prester John 1165 says he took 6 baths in the fountain of youth. The Pope is responding to this Prester. The whole world's responding to this Prester. Shakespeare is writing about this Prester. Everyone knows he's a Naga. No one's confused about the color of his skin and who, you know, they know this is a Hebrew priest king. Genghis Khan goes to war with Prester in 1202, 1203, takes the Khan. Now he's called Khan, but he had to get the Khan from a true Khan. And it was our time to fall because we were out of code. We severed our connection, man. Don't think that being invaded is normal. That's like saying, I got a cold, I'm sick, it's normal. No, your body's not meant to get sick, man. It's something you eat and it's something you ain't doing. It's the energy, you know what I'm saying, you know, that you're not charging up with, man. You know what I mean? It ain't normal to be sick. These tenderonis and all these, you know, stuff, man, this is not real. This is not you. We didn't know this stuff until we lost and severed our connection with HaWah, our breath and our security. What's security without no breath, and what's breath without no security? What's a Naga without a code? Even Genghis Khan knew he had to keep a remnant, you know, a semblance of the code. He didn't, you know, he was still killing his brother, stealing the Khan, the land, but he kept some level of the code. Believe it or not, he protected his people pretty good. He had them in order. Order of chaos, man. Don't act like the code is something weird. All we saying is don't put nothing before your power. Don't kill, don't steal, and rest, my Naga. Once a week for HaWah, take a breath so you can get your security, your weaponized Zanzan, your nourishment. It ain't normal to be sick. It ain't normal to be invaded. And if you are a Negro who knows that you are an Indian, don't think it's normal that you got invaded. You got invaded because you lost your source. Keep your ShaBat. Rest with HaWah. Honor the code. Honor your frame and your shape with Mother, Father above. Don't covet. Don't bear false witness, my Naga. No adultery, no vanity. And we back, man. Put the Most High over every day, man. We popping off. Halal HaWah to you. ShaBat ShaLaWam.